Alright, so today I'll be doing the Big 3 upgrade on my 2006 Chevy Silverado. I'll be using Scar Audio's 1-0 gauge kit. The kit comes with one 6-feet wire of this blue one, two 4-feet wire, two wires of 4 feet of the clear one. The color doesn't really matter because I'll be using this wire loom. Obviously red is for power and black is for ground. Then this little hammer crimper, also got it off of Amazon. All this you could find in the description. It's all from Amazon. I'll link it. But this little piece is already cut because I measured the length from the alternator to the little battery box, and this is what I came up with. As you can see, this is a little piece from earlier that I already cut. I went ahead and added the other connector, crimped it, and added the wire loom, heat shrinked it as well. And then I made the connectors facing the way that they're going to be sitting. This is done so that I don't have to be twisting them around when I connect them. Because as you can see, this is how it's going to be sitting in the battery box. And this is how it's going to connect to the back of the alternator. Not having to twist them around for them to connect is just going to prevent them from breaking loose in the future and causing you some bigger problems. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the other ones done. Alright, so I'm done with the power wire portion of it. The only thing I changed is this 1-0 gauge wire from earlier, the one that runs from the back of the alternator to the battery box. I went ahead and kept the original rubber boot here just so it's not exposed. It's temporary until I find something better. These two wires here, they're still the original, I think it's 4 gauge or 8 gauge wires from factory, I'm not sure. It's the one that runs from the left side of the battery box to the actual battery post, and from the inside of the fuse box to the battery post. I just went ahead and loomed them and heat shrinked them just to make them look a little bit nicer. But moving on to the grounding part. For my grounds, I'll only be going with one of these 1-0 gauge wire grounds that connects from the negative on the battery to the ground on the side of the block. The reason I'm only going with one of these is because that's all I could fit through this voltage meter regulator sensor. For my understanding, this is what connects to your alternator, or communicates to your alternator to tell it when to stop or start charging your battery. And if you have a ground that's connected to your battery that's not passing through the sensor, it could offer a path of least resistance for the charge to go through that's not being regulated by the sensor. So if the charge decides to go through that, your alternator will not know when to stop charging. Even if your battery's full, the alternator will think it still needs more charge, and it will overcharge your battery, leading it to fail earlier than it is supposed to. And it would also cause more parasitic drag from your alternator not turning off when it's supposed to, leading to a decrease in fuel economy. At least that's what I understand from it. It made sense to me, so that's why I'm going with just one of these. But yeah, let's get it installed. Alright, this is the finished product, all nice and connected now. My ground, I have it running through the sensor. Like I said, the sensor's wrapped on the ground, connected. The ground running to the side of the block where it's grounded. And then the power that I upgraded is the one from the alternator to the battery box. The one that runs from the battery box to the actual battery post, and the fuse box to the battery post. It's the OEM 4 gauge or 8 gauge wire. Still not sure. Don't clown on me for my amp wiring. I know it looks a little janky, but that's the finished product. Let me know if you have any questions. That's the Big 3 upgrade, or I should say the Big 2 upgrade for a 2006 Chevy Silverado. Also, everything I use is going to be in the description in case you're interested. But yeah, thanks for watching.